Good morning, everyone. Um, okay, the focus card is the Three of Swords. So this is also asking us to examine how we deal with change. So the Three of Swords, sort of the head and the heart have gotten together and realized and said, hey, we are in a situation that is not emotionally acceptable, not emotionally fulfilling, not working for us. This isn't working. If I'm in a relationship, yes, nothing's great all the time, but I shouldn't be feeling bad all the time. And it's heartbreaking. You feel stabbed in the heart. It's heartache. It's heartbreaking to come to that realization. I really like in this deck. He's not focusing though on his heartbreak. He's looking up here. It has almost a Five of Cups energy. If the guy in the Five of Cups were to turn around and see the full cups, if that makes sense. If you don't know tarot, that might. Sorry, I don't have time to really go into in-depth explanation, but he is focusing, I think, on healing and he's sort of surrendering in this picture, and that's, I think, an important step of letting go. And I think we're going to have to let go of something, which is going to make this Eight of Wands change more difficult. Not bad at all, but more difficult. Like, are you really over your ex because the new relationship's coming in? Do you really hate this job? Really, there's nothing good about it, because what if you have a change in your job? It makes you all of a sudden, like, everything you've been complaining about, all of a sudden you're like, but there's all these good things, it can elicit that. So, also look at all the positive things the change is going to bring into your life. So how, maybe let's see another layer of the focus. Another three, the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups, one way maybe to help yourself start this healing process from the Three of Swords and be ready for this Eight of Wands. I think some of us have been in the Three of Swords a little too long. And we need to sort of get over something in order to embrace a new opportunity. So your friends can help, getting out, socializing, um, really opening yourself up. And that's what's so scary, right? That's what's so hard, is to open ourselves up after an experience um, has not worked out, when there has been change in the past. So trying to sort of heal that and understand that, not bring that, not be looking at every situation in the future through that negative lens of a negative situation. I think people have had and I'm kind of focusing on the people who have more trouble with change, because um, uh, the people who embrace change, it doesn't stress them out as much, so they're going to have a much easier time. They're already open to receiving new things and new situations. Another foundation card is the Strength card. So the Strength card, for me, the most succinct way to explain it is it's about vulnerability, making yourself vulnerable. It's not about white knuckling it. It's about understanding your strengths and your weaknesses, and being smart about playing to your strengths and not your weaknesses, and trying to develop and strengthen your weaknesses. So, I mean, this could be this again is putting yourself out there. Okay, I have limited time, so I'm going to keep reading, and I'll probably come back. Oh, yes, yes, yep. Putting something to rest. So this card, I read this deck a little bit differently for certain cards, and this sort of is one of them. I mean, it's along the same theme, but normally the Four of Swords, I'd say this is you need a mental break. You need like a timeout. You need to recharge and just sort of, uh, you know, relax. Um, but I read it as the give yourself a break card, like you've mentally just been pushing yourself and beating yourself up, that you need to just stop, quiet the thoughts. In this deck, though, I love this. So I think for some of us, and I recommend this quite a bit, for some of us, maybe we need to write down those regrets, those fears, those negative experiences that are preventing us from moving forward at this time, writing them down on a piece of paper. And you could write each one individually or write them all down on one piece of paper, and having a little ceremony, really meditate, really sort of give yourself a few minutes to look at each um, issue that you carry around with you, and have a small safe fire, and sort of burn those thoughts, and like release them, release release them, and allow this healing to come in. What we want most is the Eight of Pentacles. So I love this card. Another eight. So we have two eights, two threes. The Eight of Pentacles is all about finding that activity, that thing that's sort of yours, that thing that when you're doing it, you're 100% present and in the moment. You're very mindful, and so this could be literally anything. It depends on you, but I think we really need to embrace that, because that's going to be a real helpful tool in letting go and feeling centered, and not so um, worried and up in our heads about when things do change. It will help keep us balanced. So that could be, I mean, for me, it's reading my tarot cards. For others, I used to say I don't have my horse anymore, but sounds crazy, but being in the barn and just like cleaning stalls, and it's always, quiet, and being around the animals, getting a little getting exercise, but it's sort of repetitive work. It was very cathartic. It could be knitting, it could be running, um, it could be listening to music, playing music. It doesn't, it doesn't have to be artistic. It doesn't have to be active. It could just be your meditation practice. But we want, so what we want the most, I think for me, this is pointing to, we want to feel balanced and steady, because I feel like it's playing off this strength card. We want to be able to sit with our vulnerability, and just tell ourselves it's okay. This is a very grounded card. It's a pentacle card. Thank you for bearing with me. Bye.